How's it? Hang loose. Well, yeah, I'm sitting up here and I just got informed about my sister wants me to help me clean out this corner of the room on the weekend. And there's all these things on the week. Holy crap. Yeah, alright. Right now, let's brush that off. I think I got a new sound solution we're testing out today. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I'm trying new. Does this even work? Here's the headline for today. Mixed reactions. Mixed reception. Thumbnail time. Alright. I want to get some letters to the editor, so let's just whip into this other stuff first. Okay. First off, mixed reactions. This is concerning, of course. Welcome to reopening of Hawaii. This is on the ground local level because October 15th is the test and travel. I'm going to call it test and travel. You get the thing, it's negative, 3 days before, you board plane, come over, no 14-day quarantine. Test and travel, that's how I'm referring it. PANS, Pacific, travel, waiver. That's so they don't get any confusion. I'm just saying test and travel. Because remember, this is the eye on the prize. That's what they want. Alright, mixed reception is they're playing a play on words. Okay, you think you guys, the writers are trying to be writers. Of course, writers. There's a reception. He's sitting at the table in the restaurant, right? Because the restaurants are open. With specifications of restrictions. Be careful about knocking and clocking and rocking. Oh my god. See that kind of stuff. So, oh man. Technology. So here we go. So here's how it goes. Tier 1. Go to restaurants, yeah, 50% capacity. Meaning basically only 50% of your capacity of your room. If your restaurant holds 100 people, now only 50 people. If table, only 5 people per table. 5 that come in, 5 groups are gathering, 5 people. And 5 people at a table, but the table's 6 feet apart. And they have a mixed reaction. We're confident as the association that this contact tracing program and reopening of diners will provide stronger evidence that dining restaurant is relatively safe. Will provide stronger evidence that dining at restaurants is a relatively safe activity, said Tom Jones of the Hawaii Restaurant Association. So basically what they're saying is we're going to reopen it like this on Tier 1, and if it proves to be relatively safe, which means people who get it, virus, afterwards are your proof of relatively safe. So test out the waters. If you get it, then it's not relatively safe. If it's relatively safe, let more people in and see if they get it. Safe, huh? Today's number of cases 168. This one was lovely. Kaneohe Cemetery expansion plan. The largest funeral cemetery service company Thank you. Sounds like freaking military helicopters. The largest funeral and cemetery service company in the world will be allowed to expand Hawaiian Memorial Park in Kaneohe. Under a state decision Wednesday, the Texas-based service, Hawaii Memorial's owner, Texas-based Service Corporation International, that's what it is, received permission of the Land Use Commission to extend the existing 80-acre cemetery onto the adjacent 28 acres of forested hillside, bye-bye forest, that would provide an additional 30,000 new burial sites. Hey, great planning. Alright, blah blah. Disney's gonna bump back some films, including Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, which I do believe he'll be in it as a character. A bus-sized asteroid will pass near Earth today. You know, my sister just had me watching this movie. She's watching these conspiracy freaking websites, and there's this one that is called Greenland. It's about an asteroid kind of thing that comes in. It's a planet killer. It's going to come hit the Earth, and it's a movie, right? And certain people get this notification that they're selected to be saved in the bunker. And so it's a whole commotion about that. The guy's wife, and oh boy, we're just having all kinds of fun stuff. The guy is, they look bad. Anyway, my sister says, watch this movie, watch this movie. I'm watching this movie. The air conditioner comes on. I'm watching this movie, and it's like, y'all gonna die movie. Oh, that's not, I just turned that off. See, I brought this tiki. This is a tourist tiki, Kokailimoku, on the Big Island. City of Refuge. What the heck? City of Refuge. Boy, the forces want to come at you. So, yeah, I'm watching this movie, and then she sends me the conspiracy guy website with this guy hyping up this asteroid, bus-sized asteroid, which is newly discovered. It'll come within 13,000 miles of Earth, Southwest Pacific, but it's about the size of a bus. And asteroids of this size hit the Earth's atmosphere and burnt up every once a year or two, said NASA scientists. So it's not going to hit us, and even if it did, it would burn up in the atmosphere. It's the size of a bus. It would be a woo, but it's not a planet killer. Of course, conspiracy theorists will say NASA scientists have been paid off by the government. Blah, 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 blah. Protest erupts when officers aren't charged in Louisiana, Kentucky, or Louisville, Kentucky, and zombie apocalypse marches on. In Canada, the Prime Minister is giving elbow bumps, so we can expect more elbow bumping from hip leaders. It looks like the airports are getting virus-sniffing dogs. Virus-sniffing, I don't know. Figure out something. Expanding cemetery. Ginsburg honored, of course, but they're surrounded by the woods and stuff. Okay. And moving on to local news. Oh, God. The Chairman Anderson, he's a city council person for where? Like that side. windward Oahu. So that's the Kaneohe side. Things upside down. So he's retiring. The mayor says, I come here with mixed emotions on behalf of the millions of people on the island of Oahu to say aloha to a warrior. I don't know, but why the heck is he retiring? Didn't say on that page. I understand there's a lot of issues to tend to, and that it's a crisis situation, but we should never let democracy and open transparency of government go to the wayside because we're busy. I don't know. It's like people are rats sinking a sinking ship, I say. The florists want to open. Yeah, the florists want to open. And no more news on Tier 1. Sounds like Pier 1, but it's Tier 1. Tears of heaven, tears. Think of all the tear songs you got. 5 people per court, regardless of household. That is basketball. Can you please go line, help me, helpline, get clarification on Tier 1 opening rules for Oahu parks. I played pickleball, where there are 4 outdoor pickleball. Whatever. Pickleball. Maybe that's pickup basketball. We are allowed 5 people per court, only 5 people for the entire complex of 4 courts. Answer. 5 people per court, said the spokesman of Honolulu City Department of Parks and Recreation. The same would be true for basketball, tennis, volleyball, and other sports. So for example, tennis or pickleball players can get a regulation singles or doubles because even doubles would only put 4 people on the court. Here comes the fun part, because this is probably... Why does this do this? What about basketball? Sports with large teams are limited, though. Take basketball, for example. 5 friends could shoot hoops on one court, and another 5 could play on an adjacent court in the same outdoor complex, but the 2 teams could not compete because that would put 10 people on one court. There's your answer. Yes and no. Hawaii is the happiest state in America? Oh, you know it. According to Wallet Hub study, I guess they study how much you spend. And Wallet Hub. No, they have a metric. 3 categories. 100-point scale. Weighing emotional and physical well-being with 50 points, and work environment and community environment with 25 points each. Happy yet? Get happy. Don't worry, be happy. The bottom states who lost. That's what people are going to want to read. Who lost? The bottom starts with from the 10 going down. So at 41 place, Alaska. 42, Alabama. 43, Mississippi. 44, Tennessee. 45, Kentucky, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Arkansas, West Virginia, which finished last. West Virginia, Rocky Mountain High, finished last, and that's happy. Kaimana Beach, sharks. Warning signs have been posted where 2 or 3 sharks were spotted feeding near the shore of Kaimana Beach on Waikiki. Volkswagen is coming up with an electric SUV. Oh boy. Americans load up on candy for Halloween. Whatever do you mean? The 10-week Halloween period, nearly 14% of the annual $36 billion in U.S. sales. So it came out approximately $5 billion on candy. Happy Halloween. So I got a dentist appointment on Monday. Everyone wants a cut of the action, even if you don't have a cavity. Now to the cream of the crop. Voices and views. Letters to the editor. Oh, the woos of the morning RBG. Okay, number one. COVID relief is about real people, not politics, by James Arcate Manoa. COVID-19 and related impacts are very difficult, hard to solve problems. Our two political parties could improve things by agreeing on compromised federal financial relief package. Why don't they? Because almost everything they do is based on what is best for their party and their re-election. That's right. Some may have the courage to make the tough call, but if they don't have to worry about next election, they should know that how to live with the world that they govern, not in an ivory tower. Many of our elected officials never had a job outside government. That's so true. Oh my goodness. Next. For one voter, age is factor in realizing city plans. In recent debate between two Honolulu mayoral candidates, both candidates presented extremely good solutions that would lead Honolulu into a desirable place to live. Both agreed that the City Department of Planning and Permitting was in a great state of dysfunction and needed serious reform. Affordable housing also was priority for both candidates. In all respects, both candidates agreed to regain public trust and complete the rail project. Rail, it's a big one. Choo-choo rail. Rick Blangiardi, I hope I'm just messing that up, however, made a good point when he said, quote, he's one of the candidates. Rick Blangiardi. Good point when he said, quote, it's going to be about who is going to run City Hall, quote. In other words, who among the two candidates can carry out those platforms and solutions. Statistical and statistical and actuarial data suggests that 55 is an ideal retirement age for the military. For judges, the age is 70. Others generally retire at 65. Blangiardi is now 74. And for this reason, I will not vote for him. He is now retired, and the mayor's position is not for a retired person. Jesus, what the heck? Okay, we got a couple more, and I think we might be able to do it. Will GOP words on court vacancy ring hollow? Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg leaves an incomparable legacy for fighting for equal justice for all Americans. As stated in our Constitution, the next justice should be chosen by the same standard of equal justice. February 2016, State Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, when Justice Antonin Scalia died in an election year, said, this is Senate Majority Leader Mitch, quote, the American people should have a voice in the selection of their next Supreme Court Justice. Therefore, this vacancy should not be filled until we have a new president, unquote. McConnell, in September 2020, President Donald Trump's nominee to replace Ginsburg, Mitch again, quote, will receive a vote on the floor of the United States Senate, end quote. Will the Senate Republicans honor their word? Will they put the American people before party? No. Do they have a moral compass and moral courage? Or will they dishonor themselves? And their titles in exchange for power, influence, and whatever leads them to do anything for Trump? And in this way, be remembered in history forever? Judith Goldman, a la Moana. And one more. And it would have been shorter, but technically, it's like gag props. Things go wrong with me. Blame Trump's own words, not media bias. Some say negative opinions about President Donald Trump are the result of, quote, media bias. Nonsense! There is plenty of media bias in his favor, such as from Fox News. Indeed, Trump should thank the mainstream media for all their free airtime. There's no such thing as bad press. It's all good press. He received in 2016, often to the exclusion of other candidates. Opinions about Trump are more the result of Trump's own unvarnished actions and words. That's cool, unvarnished. An example is the taped recording of Trump himself telling Bob Woodward he, quote, played down, unquote, threat of the coronavirus pandemic, knowing all the well how deadly it really is. The plague. So media bias is not mainly responsible for opinions about Trump. Trump himself is responsible. Frei Jose Manoa. Oh, Ray Jose. W-R-A-Y. Frei Jose. Thank you, Jose. Mr., Mrs., I don't know what. Ray. That's about it, and I'm gonna can this to hopefully it's not too long. Again, everything, so much stuff. Anyways, I should heed my own thing and remember, moose, mongoose, aloha. Hey Siri.
Go ahead.
What's Mongoose Max?
I found this on the web.
Hey Siri, read the definition of hang loose.
I found this on the web.
Everyone found this on the web. Hey Siri, go f*** yourself.
I won't respond to that.
I bet you won't.